Okay, it is Wednesday, December 11th. We'll call to order the City of Brainerd Personnel and Finance Committee meeting. We'll start with introductions.
Kevin Studick, Alderman at Large.
Danny.
Danny Locke, Finance Manager.
Connie Hillman, Finance Director.
James Kronvik, Community Development Director.
Brittany Bozer, HR Assistant.
Nick Broyle, City Administrator.
Gabe Johnson, Chair of the committee. We have 8 items today. The first is to ratify the hiring of Kayla Huther for Recreation Specialist. Brittany.
Yes, thank you. We received 43 applications for the Recreation Specialist position with 8 candidates interviewed. Staff offered the position to Kayla Huther, who will be starting with us on December 30th at Step 2 of the Recreation Specialist wage grid. We're asking to ratify the hiring of Kayla Huther effective December 30th, 2024. Further, that she be placed on Step 2 of the Recreation Specialist wage grid at $32.22 per hour.
I so move.
And I'll second. Any thoughts, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries. Next up is to approve the promotion of Tony Gage to Administrative Assistant. Brittany.
Yes, thank you. On December 18th, the City Council approved a MOA with IBW Administrative Support Union setting wages for the Administrative Assistant position, which authorized staff to conduct an internal hiring process. Staff recommends promoting Tony Gage to the Administrative Assistant position effective December 17th, 2024. Tony has been employed with the city since 2021. And currently serves in our Administrative Specialist Finance position. Ms. Gage accepted the job offer at Step 2 of the 2024 Administrative Assistant wage grid, $28.08 per hour. This placement ensures that her promoted hourly wage is greater than she would have received in her current position for 2025. We're asking for a motion to approve the promotion of Tony Gage to the Administrative Assistant position effective December 17th, 2024 at Step 2, which is $28.08 per hour.
I so move.
I'll second. Any thoughts, comments? All in favor, say aye. Aye. That motion carries. Next up is to ratify hiring of new paid-on-call firefighters. Brittany.
Yes, we received 15 applications for the paid-on-call firefighter job posting with 6 candidates interviewed. Jason Dan, Isaiah Masikovic, Patrick Nelson, and Nathan Sievert have completed the pre-employment testing process and are ready to begin on January 1st, 2025. All 4 new hires will be paid the trainee firefighter rate at $11.05 per hour. Please note that the trainee rate is 60% of the current wage of a paid-on-call firefighter, and the $3 per hour salary redirection has been applied as required by the Brainerd Fire Department Relief Association for its pension plan. After the hiring of these individuals on January 1st, we will have 39 paid-on-call firefighters. Motion to ratify the hiring of Jason Dan, Isaiah Masikovic, Patrick Nelson, and Nathan Sievert as paid-on-call firefighters effective January 1st, 2025. Further, that they be paid at the trainee firefighter rate being $11.05 per hour.
I so move.
I second that. One question. So the $3 salary redirect, does that mean they're making $8.05 an hour take home?
No. Connie?
I'm assuming that the $11.05 is after the $3 redirect. So they're really making $13.03 per hour.
That's not the 3 direct that goes into the pension, is it?
Yes,
That is the pension plan, yeah.
I mean, when I look at this, and I know they make like almost $20 an hour full time, so
23.
after the $3 redirect, so that's where I'm saying it's
Yeah. And the $3 is whether you're a trainee or a
Correct.
regular. It's just same pension payment. Okay, any other? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That motion carries. Next up, adopt a resolution setting the 25-26 wages for the city administrator, department heads, and non-union supervisors. Brittany.
Yeah, thank you. Attached is a wage resolution setting the 2025-2026 wages for our city administrator, department heads, and non-union supervisors. This action is consistent with the 2025-2026 wage adjustments for our union contract settlements. The wage resolution does not include positions that are included in the Public Utilities Department Managers and Supervisors Union, as their wages will be negotiated as part of their union contract. We're asking for a motion to adopt the attached wage resolution setting the 2025-2026 wages for the city administrator, department heads, and applicable municipal utility division managers and non-union supervisors.
I so move.
And I second, this is an expensive one. It was like 375 on January 1st and 275 on July 1st, but it's what we negotiated with the union, so let's treat all of our employees equally. Any other thoughts, Kevin?
No.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Next up is adopt a resolution allowing for a one-time election to contribute to para-defined contribution plan for the Public Utilities Commissioner. Danny.
So Para changed their laws in May of 2024, allowing a one-time election for appointed public officials to elect into the defined contribution plan for the Para. This was required by Para, and they also require this resolution to allow it.
I so move.
Second, and this is the same that the elected officials have, like a 3% match?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts? God, 5%? Is it,
It's 5%. Yeah, correct.
do I elect it on the 5%? Okay, good. Yeah.
It is a
I
one-time
approve that, too.
election. So it's a one-time election. It was open for just October of 2024. One commissioner elected, and that's what PAIR is requiring.
Okay, so then when we appoint new commissioners, do they have the opportunity to make the election
That's my understanding.
as they're onboarded?
Yep.
Okay. Just the one resolution? and
One
it's-
resolution,
It's now
yes.
policy?
It's just for this special one-time election because of the law change. Now with the law change, they will be treated the same as council members if they're appointed.
Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. That motion carries. Next up, authorize staff to advertise for the 2024 Saha funds. Connie, James.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. In 2023, the city received $96,242 in the statewide affordable housing aid. The city did award $88,000 to Habitat for Humanity, which left the $8,242 from 2023. City also received the same number. I think the final installment is going to be in December here of $96,242. So once January hits, this city will be able to award $104,484 to potential recipients. Staff is asking to begin advertising for the funds with a January 24th submittal deadline. And I can answer any questions.
I have no questions, and I approve.
Second, I have a couple questions. When are we receiving this money?
We received the first installment, Connie can answer, but we received the first installment. The second installment will be in December, so we'll be fully funded once.
So we'll have the money
We'll
in the
have the
bank
money,
in
yep.
January.
And then it'd be the first meeting in February that council will be able to decide the awarding of the funds.
Okay, do you have an update on Habitat's progress of what they've done with the money? Have they followed through on
Pine Street, the Pine Street project's complete. I know some of them, they were working here. I can give council a future update at the city council meeting.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next up, a shared service agreement with the Brainerd EDA. James.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. So at the December 5th EDA meeting, the board authorized fully funding the shared service agreements with the city of Brainerd for 2025 in the amount of $17,000. So staff recommends to approve the 2025 shared service agreement with the EDA in the amount of $17,000. And this is for Nick's time, my time, and Connie's time, anybody else's potentially that would be working on behalf of the city for the EDA.
I so move.
I'll second. Question, are we tracking our time? Like, is that fair? Is that how much time is being spent?
Connie did review that this year, thought $17,000 is still fair. In our timesheets, we have separate line items where I'm tracking my EDA hours when I'm doing the packet versus our city hours.
Right, and I know it's a tough one because if the EDA didn't exist, you as the community development director would probably still be doing all of the same stuff anyway. But just want to make sure it's fair to the taxpayers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. And our final item, not quite under 10 minutes here, Kevin, is another full FERF update.
So at the last council meeting, council asked us to bring it back, just kind of give an update. The update on the Main Street grant demolition, that it has started to occur, but it's inside the building. They're abating the asbestos. Staff has given them a deadline of December 23rd that they have to submit for reimbursement. The Parks project, we have a total contract amount and what we've paid to date. So we have the contract covering the amount that's remaining. We don't see another payment for the historic water tower. However, we do have a contract, so we should be fine that the funds are committed. So our options are to stay the course. The reporting for the SLFRF will show that the city has committed funds of about $73,100 and will have until December 23rd, 2026 to spend it. The downside is if DW Jones is not able to spend the $80,000 by December 23rd. The city is not the one that's entering into the contract for the demolition. So from a staff perspective, I'm a little bit nervous about that one being able to be committed. Another option that we have is to amend the budget. We have already, council authorized $345,000 for the motor grader. We've paid additional $85,000 to it. So staff's recommendation was just to reallocate the Main Street grant to the motor grader and then to reallocate the parks projects to the police HVAC. So then when those projects do come in or are completed, like when we make the payment to DW Jones or when we finish the payments for the park projects and the water tower, we would just take it out of the capital fund. We're basically just swapping the funds from, and then we can say that our ARPA funds were all spent by December 31st. So staff's recommendation would be to amend the FRF budget as presented so that the funds are all spent by December 31st.
Based on that explanation, I'll second it, or I'll,
You get a
Make a
motion.
motion.
Yeah, I'll second it. So we're not, in the eyes of the public, we're not changing anything. We're just changing the funds where the dollars come from and the timing of it to make sure we're compliant with the
We're
with
just
the federal
amending the
law.
budget.
Yeah.
You know, we'll still pay for the Main Street grant. It'll just, the funds will come out of the capital fund versus the grant ARPA dollars. And then, you know, when we already paid for the motor grader, 85,000 was coming out of capital. We're just gonna swap it and have 85,000 be paid out of the ARPA and then the water tower and the parks be paid out of capital.
no money spent, basically.
No, what's up with the E's and the C's on this document?
You know, so this is funny because I had actually added the Excel documents to the agenda yesterday, and we met in department head. The font was all funny. It looked like I typed it on a typewriter.
Yeah.
So then when I went to print it to a PDF, it wouldn't print to a PDF, so I had to save it to a PDF. I will see today if I can print to a PDF. I've been having problems with that.
No, it's fun.
No, it's a little annoying.
All right. All in favor, say aye. Aye. That motion carries. Next meeting, Connie?
Actually, we do not, I don't think we can set up our
The
next
committee
meeting.
dissolves on December
Right.
31st. We're done here. Our work is done.
And we don't know if even by the second meeting in January, if we will have a P and F committee at that point either. So it might be the end of January for the first meeting in February.
Well, we've done as good as we can, Kevin. I think we've done a fine job.
Let's keep it the same.
All right.
Is Kelly up for election president again?
With that, we'll adjourn. Yeah, we'll have a new president, new committees, new everything next year.
I want to stay right here.